Alright guys, this is the weirdest news video that I think I have ever done, but this is the Comic Vine news for the week of Friday, February 22nd, 2013, and I'm actually doing this by myself because I'm currently on the East Coast where I'm going to be from now on, which is kind of weird, but you know, we'll see what happens. And if you hear little scampering feet, it's because my dog is running back and forth. Anyway, so this is my office, and this is where I'm going to be shooting the news from, at least for today. I'm going to try to work something out so that we have a studio set in the future. But anyway, we had plenty of previews going up on the site this week, including Justice League of America #1, the exclusive Life with Archie, which was pretty neat. We got 3 different covers. Phil Jimenez's cover is fantastic. I mean, there are 3 great covers in general, but that one was especially good, in my opinion. We got to see the preview for All New X-Men #9, Nova #2, and Extermination #1. And the cover to Extermination #1 features Wolverine and Nightcrawler, and it looks like Wolverine's going to be leading a brand new team. And the series is going to be written by David Lapham, Marjorie Liu, and Greg Pak, so that should be interesting. That will be out later this year in March, next month. Just crazy, it's almost March. We also saw Superior Spider-Man #6 preview. That's being written by Dan Slott, and the art is by Humberto Ramos, and that's going to be out on March 20th. Alright, so last week we had tons of announcements from DC where we saw cancellations and creators switching shit, like jumping shit from one book to another. So that was some pretty big revelations, and the biggest one was probably Geoff Johns leaving Green Lantern after almost a decade of writing and really revamping that entire series and the character. So this week we got to see all the Green Lantern titles, new creative teams. Every book is getting a new creative team. So on the Green Lantern series, we have Robert Venditti and Billy Tan. On GL Corp, we have Joshua Hale Fialkov and Bernard Chang, which should be pretty cool. My dog just jumped to my left. Green Lantern New Guardians is going to feature Justin Jordan as the new writer, and Brad Walker will be illustrating. Red Lanterns will see Joshua Hale Fialkov's, Alessandra Vitti on the art, and Larfleeze will have Keith Giffen and Scott Collins. It will definitely be interesting to see how those creators do on these books, particularly Robert Venditti, who has some pretty big shoes to fill. So that should be pretty interesting. Todd McFarlane still wants to see a Spawn movie, but do you want to see a Spawn movie? Back in 2011, he posted a picture, I think, on Twitter of him and Jamie Foxx, where he drew Jamie Foxx a picture of Spawn. So, yeah. According to McFarlane, he says that he's been in talks for several years with a certain Oscar-winning actor about playing Spawn. So it could be Jamie Foxx, maybe not. Jamie does seem to have a pretty busy schedule, and he will be working on Electro, so does he want to be Spawn too? Why not? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Greg Pak is going to be writing a new Batman Superman series, and Jay Lee will be illustrating. That series will be out sometime in June. And according to Greg Pak, he says Batman Superman, which is the title of the series, will be a place, according to Pak, to discover who these guys are, and it promises to be big and crazy. 2 great adjectives, so I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm sure many of you are as well. We had an interview with Justin Jordan go up on the site this week about the end of Deathstroke, which is a series he had been writing, as well as the cancellation of Team 7, which is another DC title he was writing as well, and he's going to be taking over for Tom DeFalco on Superboy starting with issue #20. So that'll be something definitely to look forward to. On this week's Invincibly Supermassive Comic Book Podcast, full of stuff, Tony got to talk to Brian Buccellato, who is the now writer of a new Dynamite series, well, a revamp of a classic character called Black Bat. It's going to be published at Dynamite, and he talks all about that, so if you're interested, check that out. I also wrote an article on the Joker. You may have read it, maybe not. It's on the news page. And we had a ton of other stuff go up on the site too. Tomorrow, per usual, we have our Friday podcast, so be sure to tune in and go to our podcast page or subscribe on iTunes. And this is my dog coming up for air. And I guess that does it for me. Sorry about this whole weird office situation, but hopefully, you guys appreciated the fact that I still wanted to get you the news. So there's that. Thanks for watching, and tune in maybe not next week actually, because there won't be a news video next week, but the following week, the week of March 1st, you will have a news video, hopefully a regular news video, not one shot in my office. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.